back to Reporter's Diary. Despite fierce competition in the taxi-hailing space, Ola Cabs expects to be profitable in the next 18 to 24 months. That's the word coming in from the firm's CEO, Bhavish Aggarwal. Now, in a conversation with CNBC TV18 Syna Dehnugara, Bhavish Aggarwal also added that some Ola products like Ola Auto and Ola Bike are already profitable in most markets. Here's a slice of that interaction.
Bhavish, it's been a sort of season for concessions, so to speak, 2017, right? We saw the letter that came from the Snapdeal founders earlier this year. Yogi from Stazilla put out something, and of course, that case is still going on in Chennai. Earlier this week, we had Naveen Tiwari from InMobi say that the company has become profitable at an operational level. I think Aggarwal from Zomato wrote a blog saying that they are headed down that path as well. So let's begin this interview. What's your confession for 2017?
That's a very interesting take on the context, right? And
right.
For me, it is great that companies like InMobi, Zomato, etc. are getting to profitability. InMobi is already there, and that's actually an inspiration for the entire ecosystem. And our focus also is to be profitable soon, and we are on that path. We have a clear path to profitability, and we have a strong growth momentum behind us, and we have a strong bottom line improvement momentum behind us. And we see that we will get to profitability in the next 18 to 24 months. Okay. So I don't have any big confessions to make, but that's the direction in which Ola is headed.
All right. So 18 to 24 months to profitability. So when we talk of profitability, of course, it's at different, it's at operational level, it's at in different measures. What kind of profitability are we talking about? Are we talking about certain cities turning profitable for you, certain verticals turning profitable for you? You mentioned that Ola Auto, for instance, in certain markets is 100% profitable. So talk us through how you're measuring this profitability, in what context?
So already today, more than half of our cities are profitable.
So you're in 100 cities?
We're in 110 cities now. We've launched a few more, and we are profitable in more than half. And as a city gets to a certain scale, or a certain kind of cities are fundamentally profitable, and we will get to operational profitability actually sooner, in the next 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
This is overall bottom line, PBT level.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Talking about burn, and this was something that I'm going to pick up from what Deepinder wrote in his blog. He's dedicated some space in that blog to, how they consciously work towards bringing down their burn and so on and so forth. I know that you'll be wary of sharing particular numbers, but what's your stand on that? And, this emanates also from the other argument of having a very big, deep-pocketed player in the market that, like you've said very publicly, that, has sort of an infinite pool to pump in to subsidize the market and win market share in that sense. What does that do for the burn that you're doing and so on and so forth?
See, our focus has always been that we will be the market share leader, and we have always been the market share leader. Even today, despite irrational competition, we continue to be the leaders, and we are gaining market share. When I look at growth and when I look at market share gain, there are two ways to do that. One is pricing led. You can pump in all the money you want in consumer discounts, in supply side subsidies, and you can get a lot of vanity metric growth. We've adopted a different strategy over the past 1 to 2 years. We have focused on doing fundamental business model innovations and getting growth through that and growing the market overall. For example, we have a subsidiary business where we buy the cars, and that's helped us grow our supply fundamentally because we are adding more supply into the ecosystem. And then we train drivers through our driver training schools, which we help set up and operate. And then we bring new drivers which are better trained over a month into this ecosystem. We give them our car to drive on an operating lease. And this is a very profitable model of growth. I don't have to subsidize that driver. I don't have to play a pricing war.
And with